Then we would have to object to that, Your Honor, because it will be Mr. Las Cañas, if at all, who has the personal knowledge. We're already going into the contents of such affidavit, and the witness is incompetent to testify on that.
Chair will make a ruling. It is of no moment that it is a declaration against interest. Again, it is not an exception to the hearsay rule. It's certainly not a declaration against the interest of the witness. However, the court will allow it as part of the testimony and narration only of the witness, not as to the truth of the allegations of fact contained in the affidavit of Las Cañas, just as to the fact that the affidavit went through the office of the NBI director, that he knows of the affidavit, but certainly for the information likewise of the senator judges, not as to the truth of the allegations stated in the Las Cañas affidavit. Witness may answer.
Your Honor, we will submit, but we register continuing objection.
Saang partikular na bahagi ng affidavit ni Arturo Las Cañas na ipinapakita mo ngayon tumutukoy dito sa mga binanggit mo?
Objection, Your Honor. Then that already goes into the contents of such affidavit. And since the witness is not the one who executed the affidavit, then he has no personal knowledge and incompetent to answer that question.
Your Honor, may I respond?
Moreover, the court already ruled, Your Honor.
Ano ang partikular na sinabi ni Mayor Sebastian Duterte sa nasabing insidente kung iyong naaalala?
Sinabi po niya na isang ulo lang naman ang kailangan namin, ang ulo ni Bongbong Marcos.
Mr. Witness, ano ang kahalagahan ng insidenteng ito sa Rage Coalition sa investigasyon na ginagawa ng Special Task Force kaugnay ng banta ng Vice Presidente sa buhay ng Presidente?
Objection, Your Honor. Up to now, the prosecution has not established the relevance of these incidents to the matter at hand, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I'm
We're
in the
objecting on the basis
process.
of irrelevance, Your Honor.
Mr. Witness, binanggit mo ang isang insidente kung saan sinabi ng Vice Presidente gusto tanggalin ang ulo ng Presidente. Ano itong insidenteng ito kung iyong nalalaman?
Sa aking pong recollection sa iyong pag-iimbestiga, ito po yung kanyang press conference noong October 18 ng 2024 kung saan sinabi niya gusto kong tanggalin ang ulo niya ba? At sinabi rin po niya nga, imagine cutting his head. So, yan po ang binabanggit ko na video.
Kaugnay ng sinabi niya na gusto ko tanggalin yung ulo niya ba? Anong partikular na bahagi ng binanggit mo na video ang tumutukoy sa sinabing ito ng Vice Presidente?
Mr. Presiding Officer, respectfully, with your permission, for the timestamp, I want to refer to my
Witness
notes.
is allowed to refer to his notes
Salamat
with the
po.
assistance and within the view of the counsel, assisting counsel for the respondent and the prosecution if they so desire.
Your Honor, can we ask permission to scan the whole notebook, Your Honor? Or at least the salient portions of the notebook, Your Honor.
To look at it, to scan it, to see that baka may mga nakasulat na iba dyan na wala nang kinalaman. Just to confirm that it is indeed his notes with respect. What is the book you are referring to or notebook you're referring to, Attorney Matibag?
Mr. Presiding Officer, actually, diary ko po ito at saka notes eh. Combination. So, kung makikita naman po, mula pa noon, iba't iba pong nakasulat dito. May mga personal po, may mga usapin. Ito lamang pong notes ko na to, nakatuon doon sa date kung saan po nagkaroon na ng investigation po yung Administrative Order number 11.
Then just the salient portions, Your Honor.
Your Honor, just for the record, we would like to invoke the right of the witness to refer to his notes because that note pertains to investigation notes which were prepared, done, written at the time of the investigation, Your Honor. That is to refresh his memory, Your Honor.
No, the presiding officer already allowed it. Counsel for the respondent, your assisting counsel is there. Without necessarily scanning the whole notebook, which might contain other confidential or perhaps personal information, he may observe what the witness is referring to, and you may make your observations known to the record should he observe something out of the ordinary. Witness may answer.
Gusto ko tanggalin yung ulo niya ba?
Mr. Witness,
toxic.
Napanood mo ang video.
The video is still playing, I believe, lead prosecutor. Unless you want it cut already.
Yung times.
It may be cut, Your Honor.
I'm sorry? Do you
It may
want?
be cut, Your Honor.
Okay.
The timestamp is only 1:35:57 to 1:36:10. Mr. Witness, napanood mo ang video? Ano ang kaugnayan nito sa insidenteng tinukoy mo kanina kung saan sinabi ng Vice Presidente, gusto kong tanggalin ang ulo niya ba?
That is the same video that I was referring to.
Kanina, Mr. Witness, binanggit mo din na may sinabi ang Vice Presidente, I imagine myself cutting his head. Anong partikular na bahagi naman ng video na iyong tinukoy ang tumutukoy sa sinabing ito ng Vice Presidente kung iyong nalalaman?
Again, Mr. Presiding Officer may be allowed to look for the
Witness may do so.
Thank you po. Timestamp 136.52 po to timestamp 136.58.
Kaninong ulo ang kailangan nila kung iyong nalalaman?
Objection asked and answered, Your Honor.
Asked and answered. Move on, counsel.
Binanggit mo din ang video ni Vice President Sara Duterte. Mr. Witness, kaninong ulo ang gustong tanggalin?
Objection asked and answered, Your Honor.
Move on, counsel. Asked and answered. The court understands and knows who said the Vice President was referring to in that video.
Makikita natin na nanggagaling sa isang pamilya ang pagbabanta sa ating Pangulo at parehas na nag-refer sa ulo ng Pangulo. Kung kaya naman, iniisip po ba namin kung meron bang kasabwat o may sabwatan sa pangyayaring ito, sapagkat gaya po ng aking binanggit na noong November 23, binanggit po ng ating Vice Presidente na meron na siyang kinausap para pumatay sa ating Pangulo at pumayag siya. Kaya ito po ang amin pong tinututukan sa task force na amin pong itinatag.
Objection, Your Honor. We would have to object as to the answer being non-responsive, and we would like to move, Your Honor, that it be expunged from the record.
Your Honor, the witness has answered already, and that should form part of the transcript of our trial today.
Then we move to strike it off, Your Honor.
The objection is overruled and the motion to strike is denied. Let it remain in the records for the appreciation of the senator judges as to the weight they will give that particular part of the witness's testimony.
We will submit, Your Honor.
Mr. Witness, binanggit
Councilman,
mo
proceed.
kanina na may kinausap ng tao ang Vice Presidente. Ano ang kahalagahan nito sa inyong investigasyon sa Special Task Force? Kung mayroon man.
Sapagkat ito po yung amin mismong tinitingnan, sapagkat ang tingin nga po namin dito that the threat is serious, active, and continuing doon po sa banta sa ating presidente. At dahil ito ay seryoso, aktibo, at patuloy na umiiral, ay nagiging banta na rin po sa ating pambansang seguridad. Sapagkat anuman pong banta sa seguridad ng ating Pangulo ay banta po sa ating national security.
Mr. Witness, ano ang inyong obserbasyon kung mayroon man doon sa sinabi ng Vice Presidente na mayroon na siyang kinausap na tao?
Objection vague, Your Honor.
Your Honor, the witness is very much competent. Please allow him to answer the question.
Witness objection overruled. Witness may answer. Kindly move on, counsel. I think I know where you're getting at. But kindly move on toward your point. Witness may answer.
Ang obserbasyon po namin dito ay hindi na ito isang banta, kundi isang plano. Sapagkat ang tingin po namin dito ay inianunsyo ng ating Vice Presidente ang kanyang planong pagpatay sa Pangulo ng Pilipinas at mga nabanggit pang kanyang gustong ipapatay doon po sa kanyang pagbabanggit sa kanyang press conference.
With the permission of the Council of the Parties, Chair would like to clarify for the record and for the senator judges that the investigation conducted by the NBI in November of 2025, the witness was not yet the director at that time, but he can testify as to the fact that the agency he now heads conducted the investigation, but not as to the truth of the investigations conducted at that time, but as to the fact that investigations were conducted only. You may proceed, counsel.
Mr. Witness, ano ang dahilan? Bakit kasama ang video ni Mayor Sebastian Duterte sa inyong sinasabi ngayon na ang bantang ito ay banta na sa national security kung mayroon man?
Objection asked and answered, Your Honor.
Asked and answered, counsel. Move on.
Your Honor, as a matter of fact, we haven't asked that question and the witness is supposed to explain the reasons why the video was actually considered in their observation that this is a threat to national security.
I believe the witness already answered that any threat to the president is a threat to national security, to the national security of the country. And earlier, the counsel already asked the relationship of the video to that statement of the witness, which the chair allowed. We're
Okay.
already there, counsel. Please move on.
Ano pa ang dahilan kung meron man? Bakit isinama sa pagsusuri ang video ni Mayor Sebastian Duterte kaugnay ng Rage Coalition Rally?
Yung
Objection
presensya,
asked and answered, Your Honor.
Witness may answer.
yung proseso po namin na yan, doon po namin nakita na sinasabi ko nga, yung mga participants dito, yung po mga kilala na mga tao na nagdudulot ng ligalig at pagtutol sa demokrasya po natin. At nandiron din po yung broadcast na yan, napakarami pong naabot na tao, nasa 600,000 plus po yung live broadcast niyan. Doon na po papasok yung tinatawag ko nga kanina na sinabi kong kinetic force na maaaring magkaroon po ng reaksyon ng mga taong nanonood na ito na hindi po maganda at makagugulo po sa pag-promote po natin ng law and order na primero po nagawain po dapat ng National Bureau of Investigation.
Binanggit mo na may mga kilalang personalidad na nakibahagi sa Rage Coalition Rally. Sino-sino itong mga ito?
Objection, Your Honor, irrelevant.
Witness may answer.
Makita po natin doon, may mga senador din po na nandoon. Nandoon din po si Mike Defensor at nandoon po ang mga haligi po ng PDP Laban na akin po mga kakilala. Nandoon din po ang mga iba't ibang leader sa iba't ibang rehiyon na akin na pong nakasama noon nung ako'y miyembro pa ng PDP Laban.
Mr. Witness, ano ang ibig sabihin ng rage kung iyong nalalaman?
Objection, Your Honor, irrelevant.
I think counsel has already made the connection between the rage, the statements of Mayor Baste, and the statements of the respondent. Witness may answer.
Sa Tagalog po niyan ay galit o puot. Yun po.
Wala pong acronym yon, Director Matiba.
Hindi po kasi tumutugma doon sa acronym nila dahil yung acronym nila Reform Alliance for Good Governance. So hindi po RAGE eh. So medyo malayo po.
May proceed, Your Honor.
Counsel may proceed.
Ano naman ang ginawa ng NBI sa pagitan ng unang investigasyon kung saan na-file ang kasong grave threat at inciting to sedition sa DOJ, February 2025, sa kasalukuyang investigasyon ng Special Task Force na inumpisahan nung buuin ang STF April 2026, kung mayroon man?
Ang sa pag-alam ko po,
Counsel, you mean April 16, 2026. That's the you're referring to AO11.
Yes, Your Honor.
Witness may answer.
doon po base po sa tanong ng mula February 25, 2025, ako po ay hindi pa NBI noon, subalit nung ako po ay nag-assume nung February 20, kasama po sa ating pinag-aralan yan at alam naman po natin na ang mandato ng NBI ay ang patuloy na bantayan ng seguridad ng ating mga opisyalis at siguraduhin na may law and order. So ako po na-appraise naman na tuloy-tuloy ang mga monitoring at consultation po at surveillance na ginagawa ng iba't ibang unit noon. Ngayon, nung ako naman po ay pumasok bilang NBI Director at atin pong pinag-aralan yung mga kaso, noong April 16 nga po, itinatag na po natin ang task force na ito upang po matutukan ang mga issue na akin na nga pong nabanggit.
Mr. Witness, maraming salamat sa iyong paglilinaw, kaugnay ng nauna at ng kasalukuyang investigasyon ng NBI. Mr. Witness, sino ang iyong inutusan upang ma-preserve at ma-authenticate ang video ni Mayor Sebastian Duterte na tinukoy mo?
Ito po ay aming naitoka kay Agent Edgar Apolonio po ng Cybercrime Division po.
Ano naman ang iyong patunay na ang videong ito ay na-preserve at na-authenticate ni Agent Edgar Apolonio kung mayroon man?
Ako po ay nakakuha ng kopya ng affidavit of authentication na ipinasa po sa aking tanggapan at akin po itong nahawakan po.
Your Honor, we are requesting that affidavit of authentication of Edgar Apolonio, previously marked as Exhibit P431, be flashed. Likewise, Your Honor, we're requesting that we allow assisting counsel to present the document to the witness for confirmation. Mr. Witness, we are presenting to you a document entitled Affidavit of Authentication. Ano ang kaugnayan nito sa Affidavit of Authentication ni Agent Edgar Apolonio na tinukoy mo kanina?
Ito po ang affidavit of authentication na akin pong binabanggit.
We manifest, Your Honor, that the same has been previously marked as Exhibit P431. Sa pahina 2, makikita isang lagda sa ibabaw ng pangalang Agent Edgar Apolonio. Mr. Witness, kaninong lagda iyan kung iyong nalalaman?
Kay Agent Edgar Apolonio po.
Mr. Witness, paano mo nalaman na ang lagdang iyan ay lagda ni Agent Edgar Apolonio?
Nung po ito'y sinumite sa aking opisina, siya po ay aking ipinatawag at tinanong ko kung siya ang gumawa at kung lagda niya po ito. Bukod po doon ay marami na po akong naiutos na ipa-authenticate sa kanya at iba pang dokumento na siya po ang lumalagda, kung saan nagkaroon na po ako ng familiarity doon sa kanya pong mga lagda.
Noong July 2011, habang nakaupong mayor ng Davao City, sinapak ni Vice President Sara Duterte ang isang court sheriff.
Ito ba ang insidenteng tinutukoy mo?
Tama po, yan po.
Bukod sa insidente ng sheriff na sinuntok ng Vice Presidente, ano pa kung mayroon man ang inyong sinuri kaugnay ng pattern of violence ng Vice Presidente?
As part of our investigation, kami po ay nakakakuha ng mga dokumento related po dito sa aming inimbestigan kung saan we got hold of affidavit of ito pong dating police ni si Arturo Las Canas na self-confessed member ng DDS na kung saan doon po sa kanyang affidavit na yan ay atin pong nakita at inilalarawan po at sinasabi nitong ni Arturo Las Canas na ang Vice Presidente mismo ay kasama doon sa Oplan Tokhang, isa sa mga arkitekto ng Oplan Tokhang. At dito rin po niya sinabi na instead na barilin at patayin para hindi nalalaman ng media, ay kidnapin na lamang yung mga subject po, mga shabu users o kaya yung pong ibang gumagawa ng krimen o nagtitinda ng droga at ibaw na lang po sa isang quarry. Na kung saan natagpuan po later nitong Laod Quarry na mayroon pong mga biktima ng extrajudicial killings.
Mr. Witness, nabanggit mo ang affidavit ni Arturo Las Cañas. Nasaan ang affidavit na tinutukoy mo?
Objection, Your Honor. May we know the relevance of all these questions?
Your Honor, we are establishing the pattern of violence. And this is very much relevant.
Witness may answer.
Sa pagkakalam ko po, ang affidavit na ito ay nakasumito po sa International Criminal Court na sa salukuyan po dumidinig ng kaso ng extrajudicial killings po.
Kaugnay pa rin ng affidavit of Arturo Las Cañas. Nasaan ang kopya nito kung mayroon ka man?
Meron po ako-
Objection, Your Honor. The witness is not competent to provide an answer on an affidavit that he did not execute.
Your Honor, may I respond?
Lead counsel may respond.
Your Honor, this affidavit of Arturo Las Cañas can be considered as a declaration against interest. He's saying in the affidavit na siya ay hitman, na siya ay bahagi ng Davao Death Squad. And under the rules, Your Honor, this may be considered also even with respect to third party. And in this particular case, Your Honor, the Vice President, the respondent, is the third party.
Just a rejoinder, Your Honor.
Counsel for the respondent.
Then we would have to object to that, Your Honor, because it will be Mr. Las Cañas, if at all, who has the personal knowledge. We're already going into the contents of such affidavit, and the witness is incompetent to testify on that.
Chair will make a ruling. It is of no moment that it is a declaration against interest. Again, it is not an exception to the hearsay rule. It's certainly not a declaration against the interest of the witness. However, the court will allow it as part of the testimony and narration only of the witness, not as to the truth of the allegations of fact contained in the affidavit of Las Cañas, just as to the fact that the affidavit went through the office of the NBI director, that he knows of the affidavit, but certainly for the information likewise of the senator judges, not as to the truth of the allegations stated in the Las Cañas affidavit. Witness may answer.
Your Honor, we will submit, but we register continuing objection.
The continuing objection of the counsel for respondent is duly noted and entered into the records.
Mr. Witness, kaugnay pa rin ng affidavit ni Arturo Las Cañas. Nasaan ang kopya ng affidavit na ito?
Meron po akong CP.
Counsel, witness already answered. He said it is in the ICC, I believe.
Your Honor, I am pertaining to his actual copy.
You may proceed, counsel. Witness may answer.
Nandito po sa akin, dala-dala ko po yung kopya ng affidavit.
Your Honor, may we allow the witness to take from to present his own copy?
Witness is allowed to produce a copy she is mentioning, is referring to rather in his testimony. For the record, assisting counsel for the respondent as well as assisting counsel for the prosecutors are viewing the document produced by the witness.
Your Honor, just a comment.
Counsel for the respondents recognized.
Your Honor, it appears that this document has not been marked during the pre-trial conference.
Your
so
Honor, may I respond to that?
not yet done with my manifestation.
Let the counsel for respondent finish, counsel.
So in other words, may we request, Your Honor, that we be given a copy of such document as well for our perusal.
The prosecutor is so instructed to kindly furnish a copy if indeed this document has not yet been marked.
Your Honor, may I respond to that?
Counsel may respond.
The affidavit of Arturo Las Cañas has been previously marked as P-2-10-1-W, Your Honor, for the prosecution.
Then I stand corrected, Your Honor, but can we still request for a copy?
Nevertheless, kindly give the counsel for respondents a copy.
We submit, Your Honor.
Counsels rather for respondent a copy. Thank you, counsel.
But we make the manifestation, Your Honor, that such
Counsel may proceed to make a manifestation.
that such exhibit was indeed marked, but it was marked under Article 2, Your Honor, not Article 4.
We confirm, Your Honor. Nevertheless, we maintain that this document has been marked during the pre-trial conference, Your Honor.
Duly noted.
Mr. Witness?
Ito yung copy. It's the same. Is this part of the mark? Oh, wait. This is part of the mark. Just an additional comment, Your Honor.
Counsel may proceed.
It appears that the two documents are not the same in that the marked documents contains a page and attached thereto is an USB. However, the copy of Director Matibag does not contain that page, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, Counsel.
It appears, Your Honor, that the two documents are not the same in
What
that
two documents are you referring to?
the marked exhibit and the set of documents from Director Matibag. With all due respect, Your Honor, the copy that was marked contains a page with annexes, including a USB, and such page does not appear in the copy provided by Director Matibag.
So the copy of Director Matibag does not contain a page with an attached USB.
That's correct, Your Honor. It's incomplete.
Does counsel for the prosecutors, assisting counsel for the prosecutors, or lead counsel confirm that? For the record?
We confirm, Your Honor. Nevertheless, the representation of the witness is that the copy is his own copy and does not pertain to the copy of the prosecution. And we will be willing, Your Honor, to use the pre-marked copy for the purpose of confirmation of the witness, Your Honor.
If you have it with you, counsel, why not just use that copy?
Yes, Your Honor.
So that
will
we
do.
can go directly to it, unless there are any reservations from the
We are
counsel
okay, Your Honor. Your Honor, if I may be recognized. We are okay with confronting the witness with his own copy, Your Honor. But again, we manifest that it was not the document that was marked and it does not contain the USB. Moreover, just an additional manifestation. The marked copy or marked set contains a stamp certified true copy, but it was not signed by anyone and there was no date provided.
Duly noted. Again, this without prejudice to the counsel for the prosecutor, furnishing counsel for respondent with a copy of the exact document produced by Director Matibag for further comparison and or observation either during cross or future proceedings later on.
We submit, Your Honor.
Your Honor, just a correction. There was a stamp, Your Honor, and a signature, but there was no name. Just for the record, Your Honor.
Duly noted for the record.
With the permission of the court, we'll be using the pre-marked document, Your Honor, for the purpose of confirmation.
Likewise, for the information of the counsel for respondent, would that be okay?
Then we take exception to that, Your Honor, because it was not the one that was identified by the witness in open court. What he identified was his own copy, and that copy does not contain any USB. So he does not have. He will be incompetent to testify on a pre-marked exhibit that he did not submit or participate in.
The exhibits can be later on compared to with a certified true copy at a later date, as has been previously done by the parties. In the meantime, Chair will allow the witness to use his copy.
Saang partikular na bahagi ng affidavit ni Arturo Las Cañas na ipinapakita mo ngayon tumutukoy dito sa mga binanggit mo?
Objection, Your Honor. Then that already goes into the contents of such affidavit. And since the witness is not the one who executed the affidavit, then he has no personal knowledge and incompetent to answer that question.
Your Honor, may I respond?
Moreover, the court already ruled, Your Honor.
Counsel for the prosecutor may respond before the court rules on the objection.
Your Honor, the witness is merely pointing to that pertinent portion of the affidavit. And later, Your Honor, for the record, we will just be asking him to read into the records.
Just short rejoinder, Your Honor.
Counsel for the respondent may give his rejoinder.
Objection, the document will speak for itself.
Chair sustains the objection, counsel for the prosecutors. The document will speak for itself, and the document will be furnished to the senator judges anyway, given that it's part of the annexes. Let the witness merely testify to the fact that he included that is the affidavit of Mr. Las Cañas as part of his investigation and part of his narration of his investigation to prove, quote, pattern of violence. But again, not as to the truth and the contents of the affidavit itself. Move on, counsel.